It reminds me a little bit of the triangle. What I mean by that, there's constant motions and cuts in this defensive system. You know, it's much more than just a Splash Brothers shooting up threes. These guys are...
Taste the excitement here in the Quicken Loans Arena. We'll see the Golden State Warriors facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. We welcome you this Thursday evening as we get set for some exciting NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Now Golden State's starting five. The defensive stalwarts Green and Bogut are down low. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Curry in at the point guard position.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got the first basket of the game for the Warriors. Curry's gone 1 of 3 from deep tonight. Green against Love. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Curry outside. Thompson with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Curry. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 6. Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And stolen by Love. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Curry can't get it to go.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And stolen by Love. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Curry outside, and the shot is good. Curry's got 9.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
Here's Irving, and the shot is good.
Now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion from here.
And the shot is good.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
Now Thompson, following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. On its way from Curry for two, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, they need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. 5 on the clock, and there's the defensive 3-second call.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Just look to dump the ball inside.
The first for Cleveland.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Right you are. I mean, that's turnover number 3 already, not the way you want to start a ball game.
Here is Livingston. His three-pointers off the mark. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Here's Iguodala. 1:44 left in the first quarter. And there's the feed to Spates. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going.
And, Greg, it'll be a long day for them if they keep this up.
Here's Barbosa. And Shumpert pulls it down. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last.
Warriors ball.
And it's Golden State's ball. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Right wing. Fires from the corner. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Spates has got his second bucket of the night. The Cavaliers trail by 17. And Fry kicks to Dellavedova. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. The dish to Fry. On the wing, Shumpert. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. 36 seconds left to play in the first. And Maurice Spates the bucket on the assist by Livingston. Spates has got 7.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Barbosa with the steal. From deep three-point range, Mozgov grabs the board. They get a hand on it. Three-pointer. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Warriors. And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team's struggles of late.
Whether we made shots or not, we felt like we had a chance to win. And I think we kind of got away from that. It's been a struggle to get that momentum back on both ends of the floor at the same time. And especially playing good teams, and so it's not going to be easy. Nothing in this league is. And
you know, Clark, when you hear a talent as tremendous as Curry talk about what a struggle it is, you're watching just outstanding basketball.
Well, I tell you what, I like that kind of serious and focused attitude that it's really always been Curry's approach. It's one of the reasons he's always working to get better and hone and upgrade his game, and how he's able to take it that one notch forward each season.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Snatched away. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best. Best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA, and Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point.
That is a real nice-looking deep 3 ball there, fellas.
Yeah, Clark, major confidence on display.
Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level, was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Dellavedova. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Golden State ball. Timeout for Golden State.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
You know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.